Hi, this is Jim York with FoxEdge, helping you master the art of balancing agility and focus. Welcome to our video series on Agile. In this video, we look at two different approaches to doing work: defined versus empirical. Both of these processes can be represented through a simple system diagram with input, process, and output. In a defined process, we're going to follow a plan. The reason we can do this is because we've done this before for a customer and produced an output that we know satisfies their needs. So when we follow a defined process, we simply do the same thing that we did the time before. So we build out a plan with inputs and with a process that we used before to successfully create the output and reproduce the same output that worked for the customer the last time. The goal of this is to have a happy customer. And since we've already got validation that this works for them, we can simply follow that same process. Now, sometimes things go wrong. We have some variability. We have something that happens unexpected, and we don't have the same output. Now, that's not because our process was wrong. It's simply that there was this variability or unexpected thing that happened. So we don't change the input or the process or the output. We keep those the same. We just give another go. And hopefully we eliminate whatever that variability was or the unexpected thing that happened. So in the defined process, the goal is to follow the same plan, produce the same output. And this works if you've got validation that this is the right way to do it. We can have repeatable, reliable, consistent results for the customer, and they are happy as a result of that. Now, the empirical process is different. In the empirical process, we have not built this for the customer before, so we don't have validation that what it is that we're going to build is the right thing for them. So the input in an empirical process is more like a hypothesis. It's an idea of what we think the customer might find useful. So we take that hypothesis and we try to turn it into something tangible that will work for the customer. Now, how we do that, the process, we haven't done that before either. So we're going to have some sort of experimental approach to figuring out how we take that idea and turn it into that tangible output. Once we've accomplished that and we have a tangible output, we can get the customer's reaction to that. And if we're lucky, perhaps we produce something useful to the customer. Most of the time, however, what we produce could be better. And we use that feedback that we get from the customer to improve our understanding of what the customer needs is, and we alter the input based on that feedback. As a result of that, we also alter our process in order to turn that new idea into something tangible, and the output that we create will be that new thing that hopefully will be a better fit for the customer. In the empirical process, we do this over and over again until we achieve the fit for the customer that works for them. This second feedback loop is called double loop learning. In the first feedback loop, we have this validation that what we produced through our process is in fact what we intended to create. In the defined process, we know that works for our customer, so we're good. In the empirical process, we don't know if that thing that we've created is what the customer actually needs, fit for purpose. So we still go through this process of making sure that what we intended to build is in fact what we built. In addition, we have a second loop, this double loop, that takes that customer feedback. And if what we created isn't the best fit for the customer, we take their feedback and we improve the hypothesis and try again. So we alter the inputs. That's the result of the double loop learning. Both of these processes are valid for a given situation. So it's key to understand the situation that you are in order to know whether to follow a defined process or an empirical process. Both are valid. They are situational. If you're interested in learning more about double loop learning, check out this reference. Thanks, and be balanced.